And it wasn't until yesterday, I had that conversation with Matt yesterday afternoon, and then I sat down and I started reading again. And when I read that scripture, I said, Felicia, you staying in the house today.
It's Nick Short's BB Remix. On my channel, you'll get a recap of what goes down in the BB house. Check out my About page, subscribe to get the latest updates, and be sure to comment and say hello.
Because I was always, I'm voting for Felicia. And Corey pulls me into a room and he's like, if you want to keep Felicia, like, I think we can keep Felicia. And I was like, and my response exactly what I said, Corey, if you playing, like, I don't, because by that point, this was after I came to you and said that America had said that she didn't have the votes.
Right.
So this is after that, and I think you, at that point, you were saying, oh, well, Mimi, Jared, and Sari said this, that, and the third, or whatever was being said. I wasn't there for that part. But so then he says, oh, well, Izzy told him that last week, me and you were trying to flip the red vote to Jag and keep him out of the vote. And I was like, okay. And he was like, so that's why I really hadn't been talking to you this week, because this is in the third, yada, yada, yada. But Sari and Jared had been trying to make this basically an 8-1 vote, whereas you would be the only one vote, like, keep me out of this vote. Like, they were going to be voting for Izzy and keeping me out of this vote. It would have been an 8-1 vote. He's like, but now that you went downstairs and told Felicia this, and Felicia is going around and saying, you know, whatever, like, now people are aligning my game with America's game. And so, although I like Izzy, I think they are working closely together.
Oh.
Well,
wait a minute. So he was saying, and see, that's where I did. I think we were at the kitchen counter in there. And so I think it was me, Sari, America, and was Matt standing there? Maybe Matt was standing there. I said, listen, I said, America, I said, Sari has told me she has my vote. I said, Mimi has told me she's going to give me a vote. I said, Jared has told me he's going to give me a vote. I said, and Bowie Jane is waiting to see if we get 5. I said, so if Bowie Jane votes for me, are you willing to give me a vote? And then she looks around and all those guys are just kind of standing there. And see, and part of me was trying to put these guys on the spot. You're telling me you have my vote.
I hope that we can keep it between us, because I was also like not going to say any of this because I didn't want it to be like a big thing. One, because I don't necessarily know if it's true.
You mean with Jared and Sari?
Right.
Girl, yes, I knew. Like I said, that's why I was disappointed, because my gut told me they were willing to go with whatever the crowd wanted to do, regardless. They did not have my back, and I felt that yesterday. And it wasn't until Matt came to
and
me.
said, and so the people who were like, oh, we're going to vote was Corey, America, Bowie, Matt, the Jag were saying they were going to vote. And then I was always voting. So I think those 5 originally were planning to vote.
She went to America, I think, and somehow, I won't say cussed her out, but she cornered America in a room, and when America came out, she was pissed.
Yeah.
She went and told Corey, and I think that's what made Corey flip.
Right. I think that's what happened, because I think America was saying that, she was like, yeah, well, Izzy came up to me and she was just like, basically reprimanding me and said it wasn't America's place to tell me that Felicia didn't have the votes, because obviously she knew I was going to tell you, and I guess they were planning to tell you in a softer way, a nicer way. So I guess that was a conversation. I wasn't there for the conversation, just what America said. You know, America be lying, so I don't know. You also know Corey be lying. So said all that to say that was what was said to me. You know why I didn't say anything to Jared or Sari about it? Because one, in the event that it was true, my plan was always to vote for you, to keep you. So in the event that it was true, we had the votes to keep you. In the event that it wasn't true, and us 3 and plus 2 of them, however many of them were planning to keep you, either way you were going to stay. So I didn't find it necessary to come and say to anybody, this is what Corey said, da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
Because I don't
care about all that.
But
I saw what Jared and Sari were doing. If Sari ends up seeing this down the line, God forgive me, because I do believe in her and I do trust in her, but she's playing the game.
Yeah.
And I do believe that when push comes to shove, she's going to go and leave me if it's going to further her game. Because Jared had told me that he was going to get that veto and take me off the block, and he didn't. And remember I told you, I said something happened and I'm not sure.
Started to
click. You start paying attention to time.
But I also know that Corey and America lied.
Sari was so worried about being backdoored that she convinced Jerry not to take me off the block. Because when he won that veto, I was so excited because he had already said, I got you, I got you, I got you. And then he didn't pull me off the block. So he was willing to let me go home.
You're a little loud. And honestly, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want it to be a whole thing, and I know you like to put it out on the table. So
no, I'm not going to put it out.
I
But
was just
my gut kicked in. Like I said, I sit and I watch people and I watch behavior change. And you're the only one where your behavior stayed the same. So I knew it wasn't you. So you know what? I'm going to stand here right now with you. Do you want a final two?
yes, girl.